When the attack came, every second felt like a waking nightmare.
Enemy object approaching fast!
Call all Category 1 combat.
Before the sun could rise on a single day after our barbecue, we were cast into hell.
Baby Magnum launch sequence activated.
This is the real deal! Put it all together and look alive, boys!
Other staff members.
5 minutes until maximum output!
System contact. Starting boot up sequence. Running system check. Stand by. Power reactor has now reached rated output. System all green. Melinda Brantini and Baby Magnum moving out.
The attacking object was given life by the world power known as the Faith Organization, a unique model scarcely resembling Baby Magnum. It was named Water Strider. When it moved, it was like an insect skating on water. Since heavy objects possess both massive firepower and extremely thick armor, victory often boils down to who has the best position. A deadly tug-of-war between titans vying for advantage.
Sending data on enemy position and path projections. You cannot let that thing get behind you.
Because of these tactics, objects are endowed with high-speed mobility, which can be surprising given their enormous bulk.
Their speed is just about equal. It's like a race with a mountain between them. At this point, it boils down to instincts.
And that's when I remembered what the princess had been so worried about. The harsh reality of her situation. Her opponent was a second-gen object, optimized for combat in a specific environment. Its performance far exceeded the multi-purpose first-gen model she piloted. She was worried she might lose, which, honestly, was a pretty valid fear.
Baby Magnum taking fire! Propulsion unit damage! Mobility reduced to 12%! Second wave incoming!
I thought it was completely over at that point. But it wasn't. For us, that moment was just the beginning of something else. A true nightmare.
Ready for this fight 一か八かのレベルタイ怯えてやり過ごすだけの日々にバイバイバイ降りしきる弾丸かき分け鮮やかに決めろ2ステップ泣き言なんて胸にしまい込んで Try 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 今誰も彼もあれもこれも目を背けにけ出しても見捨てはしない君だけは Let's go one more chance 変えてやろうこのシーン今なぜ何回でも乗り越えてみせるだけその涙もその痛みも恋とボーダー見る月のステージへそ
Hold on. They aren't aiming those cannons at us, are they? You raise the white flag when an object loses, right? So what gives? Hurry up and surrender already! We're about to get blown to pieces over here!
That's the signal. The white flag.
I guess it just took a second. Either way, we're saved. Didn't they hear? What's wrong?
I mean, there's no formal treaty stating anything to that effect.
They don't care. They're gonna fire. Go now.
Move! Get out of here! Oh, hell, so much for surrender. Those freaks really want us dead. If we don't get out of here, that thing's gonna vaporize us.
There's nowhere to run.
The way that thing moves, so creepy.
The build's different, but it probably uses the same electrostatic levitation drive as Baby Magnum. It's just gliding now, but I bet it can pull 300 clicks an hour easy. That massive body must put a lot of strain on those legs, but the design allows it to maneuver in pretty much any terrain. Point is, it can chase us down wherever we go.
So you just want to stand here and die? Screw your science, let's run! Okay. Lucky break. Seems we picked the right way to go.
Oh, crap. Our luck's up. Now they're aiming for the maintenance facility. Everyone, get away from the equipment! They're about to fire! We're done for. Once they wipe out the equipment, they're gonna pick off the scraps. We're dead. I don't get why it didn't attack us.
Me neither. Worry about it later. All I know is if we don't move now, it'll be the difference between life and death.
It's an SOS signal. From the princess, it looks like. I see. The enemy got it too.
Blue blood! Schoolboy! Better run while you still can. There's a ravine on the other side of that mountain. That giant can't chase us across the suspension bridge. In other words, we're not dead yet.
But what about the princess?
Are you an idiot? Why do you think she sent that signal in the first place? She let the enemy intercept it so we could get away. If she didn't draw their attention, every last one of us would have been massacred. You would have let her sacrifice go to waste?
No way. She's what, like 14 years old? And she's throwing her entire life away just to save us? So that's it? We just abandon her and run? We can't do this!
Have some common sense! I hate to say it, but she's dead no matter what. Get it? Either we take off and save ourselves, or everyone dies.
You're trying to justify this for your own sake, but you know the situation and you know these people are monsters. What do you think they'll do to her once they've got her?
All right then, fine! You want to fight that monster on your own? If you think you can waltz up to that thing, save the princess, and get everyone else out of here alive, then be my guest! But I have a very strong hunch that you can't. The moment anyone pops up on that thing's radar, they're as good as dust. I'm not justifying anything, that's just how it is.
You're afraid, Havia, I get it. But think about the princess. She has been fighting those things all on her own. Things that scare the wits out of entire armies of highly trained soldiers. Things you wouldn't dare to face, even to save your own comrade. She's ready to face those monsters without a second thought, and I know damn well she'd never leave us to die! Screw it! Hand over your rifle!
Man, it's suicide.
It's not like we have a choice. You gotta have faith that if we make it across the ravine, we can escape. The princess is obviously trying to buy us the time to do that. But without help, she can only do so much. And I'm sorry, it's gotta be me. I won't pass the buck to someone else. I have no intention of dying out here. We are all gonna survive! Well, this sucks. I'm lost. I get thrown into a war and I can't even figure out my position. Shows how sheltered I've really been. Duh. Just remember your training.
Found her! Over here! Come on!
That way.
Yeah, right? Huh. So this is one of the mighty elites of the legitimate kingdom.
The princess! Captured. Crap, just what I was afraid of. I don't see the object, though. Did it go back for maintenance or something? Okay, if I can do something about those four, then I can save the princess and get out of here. Do something, huh? Like, actually use this on them? Oh, just stop! This is a battlefield, get real! What the hell did you think was gonna happen? She's been doing this on her own for how long now? It's time to take some responsibility. But that's a human being down there, not some paper target. Probably a lot like me. Spoiled for so long by the illusion of
Here's
peace.
an idea. Let's test the durability of this fancy suit of hers. Once the object comes back, let's tie up her wrists and hook her up to one of its legs. She ain't naked by the time we drag her back to base. We'll know it's made of tough stuff. Oh, that'll just make a mess, and I ain't cleaning it up.
Okay, fine. But what happens if she's still alive? Why don't you stop being such heartless bastards and think of someone else for a change? Like our poor boys that run the torture room back at base.
Interrogation room. So we test her suit, then they test her body, huh?
Why don't we run a preliminary test of our own right now?
It'd be irresponsible not to.
Human beings, huh? Guess I was naive. Not anymore. Get down! I did it.
Move, dumbass!
Princess, hang on.
Hey. Hey, stupid. Gwenther! I know you're not dead, so quit napping. Rise and shine! Walk it off!
What are you doing here? I thought you ran away.
Oh, shut up. Don't make it a thing.
You saved my life. I would have been blown to pieces if you hadn't shown up. What about the princess? Is she okay?
After all that ass you kicked back there? Yeah, relax. Those SOBs are dead. So what? You think you're some kind of knight in shining armor now?
You know it wasn't like that. Someone had to do something, and it ended up being me.
But why? You're not an elite like me, and you don't have an object to fight with. You don't even have armor to protect you, so why do you risk it? Weren't you afraid you'd die coming here? Truth is, even if I didn't say it, I've always looked down on you people. On everyone who needs my power to protect them. Because without my object, you'd all be killed like ants. I know that's a horrible way to think, and even though I never said it to your face, I couldn't erase that feeling from my mind. And even if I did protect you, if I'm filled with so much contempt, how am I worth risking your life?
Sure, it sounds cruel, but everything you said is still true. Now that I've had one turn its sights on me, I understand. Objects aren't just tools, they're terrifying monsters. But you never said that yourself. All this time you just toughed it out alone without a word of complaint. It doesn't matter now. Now we're all in this together. Let's just say we saved you because it was the right thing to do.
This guy gets it. All dramatics aside, he had a practical reason for coming here. If it was as shallow as just save the princess, I wouldn't have followed. The reality is we're gonna need to make an even bigger distraction if we want the rest of the troops to escape here alive. So it's not like a favor, we just didn't have a choice. Alright, we've got a princess and her knight in shining armor. But to survive, you're gonna have to be soldiers again. Let's move. I've got a feeling all that gunfire of yours didn't go unnoticed. Our big metal friend will be here to inspect soon.
But where can we go?
I saw a cave up ahead. That should be a safe place to hide. Hopefully we'll keep it distracted searching for us.
They've got their plasma cannons locked on us.
They're not firing, though. Maybe they're still deciding if they want to take the princess alive or not.
Gwenter! You're with the engineering corps, right? Did you bring any explosives?
I've got about 5 kilos of C4, but it's not like that's gonna do anything against an object.
I'll explain later.
Whoa! Okay, I know it's not the best time for this, but dang! What an impressive rack!
Come on, we gotta get to the back! You two can make out later!
What the hell kind of plan is this? Their plasma cannons are gonna roast us alive no matter how far into the cave we go!
Yeah, why do you think I borrowed the C4? It's a long shot, but so's this whole operation.
I thought it was dead for sure. Hearing's still messed up, though. But at least it didn't rupture my eardrums.
That should do it. With any luck, they'll waste some time looking for us in the cave while we get long gone.
Nice one.
Any news?
I'm not seeing any signs that they picked up our trail, but who knows?
I can sort of feel the ground rumbling, so I think the object must still be pretty close.
At any rate, it seems they've lost sight of us for the moment. So, if we make a break for it now, we might actually survive.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm still worried. If we were less distracting than we thought we were, our entire unit could die.
That's true. But how long can we keep this plan up? We can't buy time for anyone if we're dead.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? No offense and all, but even in your object, you got your ass handed to you by that thing real fast. We got lucky, but I don't have high hopes for a second run-in.
I lost, because the safeguard device suddenly activated. I had to disarm it, so I was distracted. If they hadn't attacked then, I would have won.
Safeguard? For classified materials?
Huh?
It's an auto self-destruct function. An object is a veritable treasure trove of classified materials, so when its various sensors detect that it's been compromised, it protects those secrets by destroying them.
Yeah, thanks for the lecture. But that's all in the past. Now let's focus on how we're gonna get away. Alive if we can.
Avia, we are not saving our own hides just to leave our unit to die. Or do you really want to live with that guilt for the rest of your life? Not to mention, as a noble, you'd be branded a disgrace to your family, so you could say goodbye to that precious inheritance of yours.
Then what are we supposed to do, jackass?
Let's not think of how to sacrifice ourselves. Think of how to win. Even if it's improbable, there's gotta be some way we can deal with the... We've got someone well-versed in object design, an analyst who's already outsmarted one, and an elite pilot in case we really want to get ambitious with this.
Wait, you're not kidding. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but you're getting way ahead of yourself. It's not even possible, is it?
Guess we're about to find out. Even an object has to have a weakness somewhere, and mark my words, we're gonna find it. Rank-and-file soldiers who tie down Gulliver.
The Snowy Deep Winter Battle of Alaska, 3.